All right, let's get right into it. We're about to talk about the future of AI, and spoiler alert, it's not just in some giant faraway cloud data center. It's happening right on your desk. I'm going to show you how running your own super powerful AI is way more within your reach than you might think.
So, if you're using tools like ChatGPT or Claude, you know the deal, right? That monthly subscription hits your account. And maybe you've even dabbled with their API only to get that heart stopping bill in your inbox. It's a super common story. Well, what if I told you that you can run incredibly powerful GPT-4 level intelligence right on your own machine without paying a dime for subscriptions or tokens? That's what we're breaking down today: how to use local AI to save a ton of money and get a massive edge.
To really get why local AI is such a big deal, we first need to look at what most of us are using right now, cloud AI. And, well, it has some pretty serious hidden downsides. Cloud AI has some major problems. First off, it's expensive. You're paying for every single token, which is basically just a piece of a word. You also have zero control. These companies are constantly changing their models to save themselves money, which sometimes makes them feel dumber. Then there's privacy. Your prompts can be read by their employees. And of course, it can be super laggy because it all depends on your internet connection. And the biggest problem of all is scalability. People are learning this the hard way. It is totally possible to run an AI agent for just one day and get hit with a surprise API bill for over $1,000. Trying to run something 24/7, you'd be looking at millions. It's just not sustainable. So, if cloud AI is a minefield of costs and problems, what's the answer? Well, this is where the local AI revolution comes in, and trust me, it is a complete game changer. So what exactly are local AI models? It's actually super simple. Instead of all that heavy lifting happening on a server halfway across the world, it's all happening right here on the computer sitting on your desk, whether it's a brand new machine or that old laptop gathering dust. And the perks? Oh man, they are huge. It's completely free, aside from a little bit of electricity. It's fully private and secure since your data never leaves your computer. It's totally customizable. There's zero lag because it works offline. And here's the big one. It is insanely scalable. You can have an AI working for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Now, there has to be a catch, right? What's the trade-off? Local models aren't quite as smart as the absolute bleeding edge frontier models. They're usually about 6 months behind. But let's be real. Think back 6 months ago. The models we had then were already blowing everyone's minds. We're talking GPT-4 level intelligence. So while it's not the model of this second, it is still incredibly powerful. Okay, so you're on board. You see the potential. But what do you actually need to get started? Let's build your local AI toolkit. Here's the great news. You can probably start with the computer you already have. Got that old laptop from college? You can run a small model on it. The $600 Mac Mini is a fantastic entry point. If you want more power, you can step up to the prosumer level with a Mac Studio, and for the real ballers out there, you've got machines that are basically an entire AI research lab on your desk. The point is, there's a starting line for everyone. So, which models should you actually try? Here are 3 great ones to start with: QN 3.5, Neotron 3, and Minimax 2.5. You can find these on a website called Hugging Face, and to run them, you'll just need a simple piece of software. I'd recommend starting with something user-friendly like Allama or LM Studio. They make it incredibly easy to download and use these models. This is where it gets really, really exciting. Running a local model isn't just about saving money on a chatbot. It's about unlocking entirely new ways of using AI, especially with what's called a hybrid approach. The secret sauce here is a brain and muscles approach. Think of the brain as a top-tier cloud AI, like ChatGPT. You use it for the big picture thinking and strategy. It's the manager of the whole operation. And the muscles? Those are your local AIs. They take orders from the brain and just do the heavy lifting, the coding, the research, the writing, all of it, tirelessly, 24/7. They're the workers executing the manager's vision, and they do it all for free. The source for this explainer put it perfectly. When you set this up, it's literally like having multiple employees. You can have one local model coding for you, another scraping the web for new business opportunities, and a third writing content. You're basically building your own digital company that runs around the clock. And that is the real superpower. It's not just about the cost savings. The biggest advantage is being able to run these AI workers continuously.
This unlocks things that would be completely impossible, or at least impossibly expensive, with just cloud models.
Feeling inspired? Maybe a little overwhelmed? Don't be. Getting started is easier than you think, and there's a really smart way to do it. Here's your roadmap. Step 1, start with the computer you already own. Seriously, don't rush out and buy a bunch of new hardware. Step 2, pick one small, simple thing you want to do and just learn the technology. And step 3, this is the most important one, only scale up and buy better hardware after you start seeing a real return on what you're doing. So this brings us to the final and most exciting question. Now that you know it's possible to have tireless, intelligent workers at your command running for free on your own machine, what will you build with them?